Hey you guys, it's Josh Vision. I'm here to give you a quick little video on BoJack Season 4, Episode 5, and the episode was titled Thoughts and Prayers. So, pretty much when it comes to this episode, BoJack and Hollyhock, they talk about BoJack's mother. BoJack tells her that his mother is dead, and we all know she isn't dead. So, it's 15 minutes later, he says, I'm sorry, I lied to you, I'm trying to keep an open relationship in the sense of we tell each other we don't lie to each other and we're always honest. And she's like, then why did you just lie to me? He was like, it was just one mistake. I won't do it ever again. So they're on the pathway trying to find BoJack's mom. So when it comes to Princess Carolyn, her maternal man guy, her boss, Todd, and Courtney Pornway, they're discussing what they should do about the new movie Mistaken. Because there's a scene in the movie in which Courtney's character has a empowering moment by shooting down her would-be attacker. But due to the constant mass shootings that are occurring all around the places, they're trying to figure out a way on how they can get that, the shooting scene into like the movie. They're trying to figure out ways. They're thinking of like, well, how if not like in the mall, how about in the carnival or something, or the movie theater or that. But a lot of shooting in different places, so they kind of have their hands tied between their hands. So Princess Carolyn basically reinforces the fact that hey, this movie's about empowerment, so we should focus mainly on the empowerment aspect of it instead of the gun aspect of it. So basically, she calls Princess. She basically calls Diane and says, "Listen, I need you to write an empowering piece on Courtney Pornway's new movie." Boom, boom, boom. And Diane's like, "What? But I don't feel like it." And then basically Princess Carol's like, "Bye bye." Hangs up the phone right then and there. So after that, we have Diane actually going out to dinner with Courtney Pornway. And when they're on their way back to the car, there's some random dude who's basically flirting with Diane. But Diane's like, first off, konnichiwa means hello, and I'm not Japanese. So the dude's like basically threatening her, and Courtney takes out the gun and scares the guy off. But Diane's kind of pissed off about it. She says, "Why'd you do that for?" So, she's anti-gun. And Courtney's like, "Listen, basically, when I had the gun in my hand during shooting, I felt a certain empowerment." And basically, Diane kept on ranting and ranting. And turns out the gun was in her hand for quite a bit, like a few seconds. Diane felt something that she couldn't really describe. She was like, "Ooh, this feels kind of good, actually. Actually fits in the hand." So Courtney says, "Hey, you come to my house, and I have a gun range there, and you can basically shoot off there." So Diane basically goes there, she shoots the gun, and then it opens up an entire new world for her. So now she's this main proponent of gun control for women because she says men don't understand what it's like to walk the streets at night, basically in fear of being harassed or taken advantage of and all that. And this gives women power. So basically, she starts to become popular in the blogs. As we know from the first few episodes of the season, her blogs barely got any views at all. So this made her rise up the ranks and gain more popularity steam. So her and Mr. Peanut Butter have this disagreement, which Mr. Peanut Butter's like, "Hey, you know what? I'm against guns. So I don't really want you, really being basically a very how can I say this? A very basically I don't basically I don't want you to just force down this whole gun control thing, whatever. Basically, you being a very strong proponent of it." And Diana's like, "Listen, you don't understand because you're a man. I'm a woman. This is good for us, our gender, And then after that, Mr. Peanut was like, "Hey, you know what? I can accept it. All right." And it seemed like they made peace with each other. Then yet again, they're on the news arguing. Mr. Peanut Butter basically against gun control, and Diane the opposite. And then we basically have a scene in which, basically like the last episode, which they're kind of fracking each other again. So after that, we have this big thing with you find out there's been another shooting actually. But instead of a man being responsible, you know how most mass shootings in this episode focuses on men doing it. Turns out there's a woman that actually did it. So we have this big thing which the men from the Senate and the Congress and regular Joes or whoever say that they feel uncomfortable on the streets now. They can't even say hi to a woman without a woman trying to take aim at them. And apparently, Diane says basically the same thing she said to Mr. Peanut Butter about women's feelings, being vulnerable and all that stuff to the Senate or Congress. And good speech, and you would have thought it would have worked, but no. Basically, all guns are basically banned at this point. And it was interesting how Princess Carolyn was like, wow, Diane, you actually thought that men hated guns more than they do women. And that's how, the Princess Caroline, Diane, Mr. Peanut Butter thing essentially ended. So when it comes to BoJack, BoJack finds out that his mother has dementia and that she probably won't last no more than 10 years. And he's frustrated about that because, she can't even recognize him. She keeps on calling him Henrietta. And he's like, Mom, you really can't remember me? But ironically, she's quite friendly with Hollyhock. So BoJack and Hollyhock try to basically reenact a scene from Horsing Around, because it seems like BoJack's mom only recognizes BoJack when he's playing his character on Horsing Around. At first, it was going well, and then she started to freak out. She basically got the remote and was trying to change the channel, even though it was like a live performance right in front of her. And one of the old men of the house, of the old people, whatever, basically tried to attack her. She slammed him down, and the staff had to calm her down. They basically kicked her out because if any, elder person shows fits of violence, they must kick her out, whatever. So BoJack's kind of bind. He's like, all right, fine, she'll live with me. But he tells the dude, I swear to God, if she lasts more than 1 year, I'm going to write you a very heavy and disrespectful letter to you, all right? So after that, we see her moving in, and we see BoJack taking a 40, essentially, or maybe it's Bacardi, and he was just sort of telling Hollyhock how it sucks how his mom doesn't recognize him anymore, and that there were so many things he wanted to say to her, especially how much he hates her. But now the fact that she can't hear it because she can't recognize him makes him really pissed off and sad. Hollyhock's like, hey, look at it like this. There's going to be good days and bad days, and maybe one day she'll recognize you, and you can tell her how you truly feel. And he was like, do you really think so? She's like, yeah. And then they had this really touching moment as they basically look on and oversee downtown Los Angeles. So that's all I got for this episode, you guys. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you can. Subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. This is Josh Vision. I'll have more episodes for you guys to watch and review later on tonight.